First of all, Accrington, have you ever played in worse conditions than that?
No, I don't think I have. I would put that up there as one of the worst I've played in. Obviously, that's near from where I'm from as well, and I had quite a bit of family. And I said to him after, I wouldn't have blamed you if you'd have left at half time with the conditions that it were. But fair play to him, they stayed and watched.
Did you get changed at half time? Did you have to have fresh kits?
We had a fresh shirt, but no shorts. You know, I'll have to have a little word with the kit man, Matt, next time with the shorts. But then after the game, changed shirts, straight in the change rooms. Couldn't have got it off any quicker. You know, towel around me, trying to get warm. But no, it was up there as certainly one of the worst I think I've been in.
That said, as a defensive performance, both in defence and as a team, you know, you must be reasonably pleased what you came away with.
Yeah, definitely. I think Accrington's a tough place to go regardless of the weather. You know, I've played there quite a few times now, and it's you know, people where I'm from, I know what some people are like around there. They're in your face, they're you know, shouting, and you know, all just a part of football. But like I say, it's a tough place to go there in general. But coming away with a clean sheet was good. I think you know, and it's not just us as a back four and Lewis; it's the whole team, the defensive display. And you know, I always say you win as a team, you draw as a team, and even, you know, if you lose as a team. And that's what we are. We all dug in, did our work in the conditions, and like I say, come away with a point.
Is it frustrating at the minute that you just can't seem to get a break as a team with injuries? You know, Grant even came to today's press conference with a list to try and remember them all.
Yeah, you know, I think it's been difficult the last few years with injuries. You know, but I think you see a lot of teams, even, you know, there's a few teams in the Premier League these days with, you know, you look at 10, 11 players that are injured, and, you know, I think that's something further down the line that, you know, people a lot higher than me need to look at the game schedules and the amount of games and that we play. But, you know, like I said, there's other teams in similar positions, and it's, you know, we just got to make sure we can control what we can control, and make sure we're doing the work on the pitch. And if you are injured, making sure you do all you can to get back as quick as possible.
Now, when you arrived initially in January 2018, did you expect nearly 6 years later to be about to make your 200th appearance for Doncaster Rovers?
I mean, when you put it like that, no, not really. Not if I'm being honest. You just never know what's going to happen. And like I say, 200. I was speaking to Liam this morning, and you know, athletes, football players, but like any athletes, if I'm being a bit critical, or I would have probably liked to have got there a bit quicker. But still, you know, I've got there, and it's something that, you know, I think that when my career is over, you know, playing 200 times for one club is something that I will be happy with and pleased with, and you know, it's a good achievement.
How proud are you to have reached this milestone and to represent this club for so long?
Yeah, very. You know, like I've been here now, so it's 6 years in Jan, but then this is, you know, I say like my first bit was on loan, so technically my 7th season at the club. And when you've been here for so long, you get to know people and familiar faces. I know a lot of people have come and gone as well since I've been here, but there's still a few faces still here. And you know, you get that sense of, you know, like the homely feeling, and it's where you want to be, and you want to do it for yourself and for people at the club.
Highlights over the last few years? Is there something that sticks out, or is there a highlight that you'd like to try and make this season or next?
I think trying to make, obviously, I would love to get a promotion at this club. You know, that's something in my career as well. You know, obviously the closest I've gotten to is when the Gaffer and Cliff were here last time and we got to the semi-finals. So yeah, promotion is something that I'm desperate for, really. You know, especially the last 2 or 3 years, really been something that I've tried to focus on, and you know, obviously I ain't gone to plan, but you obviously still have that ambition and that drive, which is something that I think I'll always have. And then on a personal, you know, obviously again, that year with the Gaffer and Cliff, we had a good FA Cup run. The goal against Preston that I scored, I know it wasn't the most majestic of goals, but obviously it was you know, one that meant a lot to me, being from Burnley and against Preston. And then, you know, I think again actually under Darren Moore, a bit of a shame because it was during COVID when we played West Ham there, and you know, these are all nice little moments, but like I say, my main ambition and my goal is to get promotion at this club.
Is there kind of more of a connectivity now this season with the fans? Do you feel like Grant and Cliff have really helped to bring that bond back together?
Yeah, definitely. I think obviously last year and the year before when we started under Richie, it was tough for everybody at the club, including fans. And this year, you know, we've turned it around. After the poor start, you know, we're on good form. I think I was looking the other day, if you do the last 15 games or maybe 16 or something, we'd be 7th. So obviously, you know, take the first 8 games where we didn't win out of it, and you know, we're doing all right. I still think the best of us is yet to come, and that's why we keep working hard every single day, because that's what we do. That's what the Gaffer and Cliff demand, and they do demand it, let me tell you. But no, it's what you need, and they've been there as players and as managers and done it, and that's what they know needs to be done.
Is there a real sense that something is starting to build at the moment after what have been a couple of really difficult years, both on and off the pitch? Yeah,
definitely. I think the positivity around the place now, the squad, and you know, that's everybody together really. It takes a real togetherness to, over 46 games in a season, to do something special, and it takes a lot of hard work, a lot of dedication, and that's what this squad has got.
Morecambe up next at home. Some thoughts on that one? They're a little bit ahead of you in the table, but you know, been a bit mixed recently.
Yeah, another tough game. I think every game in this league is tough. We know what to expect, but again, you know, we at home, I fancy us against anyone. I think we're a good football team in this league, and like I say, it's always a tough game against Morecambe. You know, like I'm saying about Accrington, these teams are tough games, so we have to make sure we're ready, but then also make sure we implement our style and do what we do best.
Oh, I imagine at the minute you're pretty confident against anyone at home. You know, five unbeaten in against various teams in various competitions. You put a nice little run together.
Yes, definitely. I think at home we're very confident and we do what we do very well. You know, we put our style onto it. We mix the game well, and that's what we need to make sure we keep doing. Like I said before, I still think the best of us is yet to come, and you know, if we can turn our away form like our home one, then I think we will get climbing the league.
Do you fancy it finally this season? Do you think you can get enough momentum this year to get yourselves into that top 7? You know, maybe be a bit of a dark horse in the playoffs?
Yeah,
like
definitely. I think you look at the league and it's so tight, and if you get 3 or 4 or 5 wins going on the bounce, you climb right up it. So that's, you know, but that's down to us. You know, nobody else can do that for us. Us as a team and as a squad and as a collective at the club, we have to make sure we take charge of that and do what we can.